President Trump said that he wants China to pay for not doing enough for its role in the fentanyl crisis, specifically about producing the precursor chemicals to make fentanyl. So today I'm digging deeper into the path of fentanyl around the world and how it ultimately reaches here in Colorado. Drug addiction experts and law enforcement say that the precursor chemicals for fentanyl are often produced in China. They make their way to Mexico and then are shipped into the U.S. all across the country. I spoke with Dr. Rob Valek, a drug addiction expert who said while the U.S. has very strict regulations on these chemicals, other countries don't always have those same rules. And once those chemicals reach Mexico, cartels are often lacing it into cocaine, fake pills, or just selling straight fentanyl. Their motto is faster, cheaper to make more money. I also checked with the DEA and found that they have seen fentanyl show up in the U.S. via mail shipments and air, but the most common way it shows up in Colorado is by car. And highways are an important distribution network all across the U.S. and here as well.
Once things get into Denver, that opens up all the other parts of the upper Midwest to go up into Wyoming and the upper states or east into Kansas. And so Denver's a strategic point because you get two different distribution points coming from I-70 and I-25 to Denver.
And that is where the DEA says that they often intercept drugs. Dr. Valek said he doesn't know if tariffs will ultimately work in this situation. He said it is not his area of expertise. What he did say, though, was that cutting off the precursor chemicals would be impactful, but that alone would not be enough, and that there needs to be access to things like medication-assisted treatment and naloxone to reverse an overdose, and then creating more resiliency.
The best data from around the world suggests that the best way to do that is through resilience and producing in young people less desire to have these substances on the demand side. So that's a supply side and a demand side.
And while Trump is putting a lot of blame on China, China in response said the U.S. needs to do a better job of handling the crisis internally and that they are very tough on narcotics.